Current diplomatic efforts between North Korea and the U.S., you'll remember, were preceded by plenty of tough talk by the president. Back then, experts predicted disaster.
We're actually closer, in my view, to a nuclear war with North Korea and in that region than we've ever been.
We're probably closer to an outright war with North Korea than we have been in a very, very long time.
They could easily construe what he's been saying as a declaration or at least a threat of war.
I think that we should be concerned that this escalatory rhetoric between the leaders of two countries that have nuclear weapons is slipping very quickly into something that could become very dangerous for the planet.
Let's talk about it with tonight's panel. Leslie Marshall, Fox News contributor, and Larry O'Connor, a radio host on WMAL in Washington, D.C. Welcome to both of you.
Hi, Shanna.
Hi. Hi, Shanna.
Well, Larry, listen, this thing is far from over. The president hasn't even sat down with Kim Jong-un yet. Are those folks wrong? Is that premature to say they would be?
Well, listen, you're right. It's way premature. Tonight's a pretty optimistic night, frankly, with the release of these three Americans. And, forget about trust but verify when it comes to North Korea. We should distrust, verify, confirm, and re-verify and reconfirm. I mean, we've been burned for decades. But it is a remarkable thing to witness. That montage is so telling that so much of the smart set here in Washington, they get paid big bucks telling us what is going to happen, what the president is going to do, and more importantly, what this president is going to fail at. Maybe they should be a little circumspect. Maybe they should look at their own failings, the fact that they haven't been able to get much done with North Korea in the time that they were in power. And let's face it, they don't have a very good track record when it comes to telling us how President Trump is going to fail. From his campaign in the Republican Party, winning the Republican nomination, beating Hillary Clinton. So far, they're pretty bad at telling us what President Trump is going to fail at.
Let's bring in Leslie here. Do you think he gets any credit, wins any of these critics over? Leslie?
It really depends what happens. I mean, it's hard for me, and I think anyone else, regardless of our ideology, to believe that an egotistical dictator who has lied to his people and brainwashed his people, and so did his father and so did his grandfather, both of which, by the way, had promised to dismantle their nuclear weapons and did not, and we came close in 94 and 03, but it hasn't happened. I think it's very hard to trust, especially that he would just, have a 360-degree turnaround. In addition, not asking for America's troops to leave South Korea. Of course, we should be celebrating tonight, obviously, any individual that is released from captivity from any country, regardless of who is in the administration. But in this case, who is in the administration, that does matter. Right. And those people that we just talked, Fat Lady hasn't sung yet. We have Bolton and we have Pompeo, who are both pretty much hawkish on North Korea.
Guys, we are pressed because of extended coverage tonight that we've got as we stand by and wait for the hostages' arrival here just outside D.C. Stay with us.